Hello, Joe Neville here. In this video, I'm going to be looking at Windows Server Certificate Auto-Enrollment for users. Now, don't worry if you're feeling a bit of deja vu. I did look at this in the previous series of videos, which I've just finished, but I had to manually intervene to grab the certificate down, so I wasn't happy with that. Since recording that last video, I've done a bit of research and I think I've got this one nailed down, so I wanted to circle back and get a clean version of that. I should say that this wasn't the easiest information to find. It seems to be that there's multiple documents that kind of cover certain aspects of this, but not one document, not one go-to document that really gave me the end-to-end. So I ended up having to look across multiple blogs, and in the end I was just going off of a study guide, but I think I've got it now. So let's jump into it. Here I am on my Windows server. Let's go to Tools. First of all, I am going to go to Certification Authority. Open up Red Squad, certificate templates. We need to manage, because I'm going to focus on just the user templates, the one that needed manual intervention before. Go to user, right click that, duplicate template. Let's give it a name then. We'll call it Pilot 2, I think. Apply that. Now, I need to look at security, actually. This is some information that I got. I'm going to leave it very wide, so it's just on authenticated users. And the notes that I found said that I need to have read, enroll, and auto-enroll. Let's apply that. And last time I did go a bit too far, I think. You don't need to untick those as well. That was some notes from a blog. I'm going to leave these defaults. Everything else is going to be defaults for this run. Okay, that. Let's close that down. And we need to certificate template to issue. Let's go to Pilot 2. There we are. Okay, that. So that should be good. Now let's create a new user. So users and computers. I'm going to create a new user. Here we are. Let's call it Wedge 2. We'll just have lowercase. So Wedge 2. Next. Okay, password. It never expires. Fine. Okay, so we've got our user just in here. I'm going to add to a group, and that will be domain admins. Check names, domain admins. Fine. Now with this one, so I've created that. Now if we go to properties, it's this box. So that's the thing that's vital. We'll go wedge 2 at red squad .home. Now that's the part that needs to be completed, otherwise the certificate request will fail. Okay, that for this setup, using those defaults for the template, I should stress. And that's it for the server. Now I've got a physical laptop which I have logged in. It's already, because we've already done the computer side of things with the certificates. That's logged into the domain, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to log into that laptop using Wedge 2 to log on to the domain for the first time. And then on the CA over on this side, we should see on issued certificates, we should see, if I refresh, the certificate will be issued. Okay, and then this is what I found. So straight away, with the new login to the domain of the new user, you get the certificate template issued. I think you're probably just going to have to trust me with that one, but that's the setup. So with a certificate template, you can leave all of the defaults, but you need to have on the security, it's the read, enroll, and auto-enroll. Issue that certificate and make sure you've got an email against your user. You may think, well, that's some extra overhead, but there's various ways and means, such as with PowerShell, etc., to be able to automate that. And if we just finish up there you can see the pilot has been issued. Let's log in as Wedge 2 so you can see that on the other side on the laptop. Here we are. Yes to that. Here's the snap in. Control M. We want certificates, add. My user account, good. Okay, that. And then we are Wedge 2, Red Squad issued. Client authentication and a pilot template over there, as you can see, is pilot 2. That was auto enrollment of a user certificate then. And actually, as I was logging the user into the domain for the first time, the certificate is issued very early on, before you can get access on the laptop, before you can get access to do anything while it's still showing the hi, we're getting everything ready for you. You can see on the CA that the user certificate has been issued. So that's a really efficient, scalable way of issuing user certificates. And like I said, if you think that adding the email address, etc., isn't very scalable, then you should really be looking at things like using PowerShell to script that. Okay, so I appreciate you watching that. I just wanted to square that off and make sure that I had that process down and recorded. That's all for now. My name is Joe Neville. Thank you for watching and goodbye.